While Lucas Oil is shutting down the MLRA series, Jim Bernheisel is launching a new Fall Clash series that will take place throughout the Northeast, beginning at the end of August and running through the beginning of November. I wrote this up over at stockcarreport.com. Bernheisel shared that he is launching an 8 to 10 race mini series that he is calling the Fall Clash. That will take place over 2 months, as I said, at the end of August and ending at the beginning of November. The series will begin on August 29th at Bedford Speedway in Pennsylvania and will conclude at Georgetown Speedway in Delaware on November 1st. At least that is the tentative schedule there. The series will have 30,000 will have a 30,000 points fund for the top 10 in points, with 10,000 going to the champion. The series will stream on Flow Racing. Here's the tentative schedule right now. Labor Day 55 Classic at Bedford on August 29, 2025. A $6,300 to win race for the Paul Long Memorial at Selinsgrove Speedway on August 31st. $10,000 to win at Bridgeport Motorsports Park on September 6th. $10,000 to win Darrell Hills Memorial at Potomac Speedway in Budds, that should be Budds Creek, I'll have to fix that, Maryland, on September 27, 2025. $25,000 to win Keystone Cup at Bedford on October 24th and 25th, and it will end with the Mid-Atlantic Championship at Georgetown on November 1, 2025. According to Flow Racing, Bernheisel is in discussions to add at least 4 more events and increase the total number of tracks to 8. If my math is correct, if I can count, I think they're at 5 tracks right now: Bedford, Selinsgrove, Bridgeport, Potomac Speedway, and Georgetown. So that's 5 because they have the two events there at Bedford. So we'll see if there's more tracks that will be added. He said this: I don't want to say the racetracks publicly because I don't want to put any pressure on them, but if you'd like to see your track get a date, you might want to call them and tell them to support it. That's kind of funny, right? He doesn't want to put any pressure on them publicly by naming them, but he's like, he's telling people to call their tracks to put pressure on them, right? That's kind of funny. I like it. He also shared exactly why he's starting up the series. The background is, in the past, fall used to be a time around where there were special races in the region. Now, so many tracks don't have late model races or don't have specials or closed down. We've realized the last couple of years that we've had gorgeous weather and we are standing around with nowhere to go. He also made it clear the success of Appalachian Mountain Speed Week made it possible. He said this: the success of Speed Week is a springboard to the fall series, both for me personally and for the tracks to be interested in it. Finally, he expressed his optimism for the series, saying this: I'm confident the racers and tracks trust us. We haven't promised anything we haven't done. We envisioned this being greatly supported by this region's cars and fans, and obviously we need them too. The tracks are stepping up, I'm stepping up, and we need to have good fields and good crowds to make it work for everybody. On top of announcing this new Fall Clash series, Bernheisel also confirmed that the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week will return in 2025 with Selinsgrove Ford as the series' title sponsor. The series will kick off its series on June 6th at Clinton County Speedway, and like this year, run events at different tracks through June 15th. So over the course of around 10 days or so. Here are the tracks and dates so far for the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week. June 6th at Clinton County Speedway, June 7 at Port Royal, June 8 at Hagerstown, June 10 at Path Valley, June 12 at Selinsgrove, June 13 at Bedford, June 14 at Lincoln Speedway, and June 15 at Bridgeport. Given the fact that there are some tracks that are participating in the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week that are not in the Fall Clash, one would assume that some of those tracks are likely some of the tracks that Bernheisel is in negotiations with to join the Fall Clash. I would not be surprised if you maybe see something at Hagerstown, Lincoln Speedway. Maybe those are tracks he is in negotiations with to get them on board. But as far getting back to the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week here, the series has a $17,000 points fund and pays $5,000 to the champion. So some good things coming to the Northeast: Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Mid-Atlantic area region. We'll see if they add some other tracks as well. Maybe they dip down into maybe some tracks in like northern West Virginia or something like that. Maybe Ohio potentially. I could see them going over there. I'm not sure how far he wants to expand these series regionally, but clearly they had success with the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week. They got people like Greg Satterley coming in. Tyler Emery was competing as well. We saw Drake Troutman, Matt Cosner. So it did have some big car counts. This is from Hagerstown, which you can actually watch the full race on Flow Racing's YouTube channel. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Matt Cosner, I think I said that name. He was there too. I think Ross Robinson was there. So you have some pretty competitive drivers that were competing in the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week, and I expect to see something similar with this fall clash. Maybe you even see Tim McCready, New York boy. Maybe he comes down, races with Boom Briggs or something. When they've got a break in the Lucas Oil schedule there, if there's something there. I haven't looked at the Lucas Oil to compare, but maybe they come down and race as well. Maybe you get some of those guys that race up in kind of up by Niagara. What is that track called up there? Maybe some of the drivers from Woodhull. I've been up there a couple times. That's a really fun track. Maybe get some of those guys to come down and compete as well. Could be really fun. Maybe they even get up into New York potentially. That could be fun too. But let me know what you guys make of Jim Bernheisel here launching this new series here in the Northeast, seeing kind of the dirt late model scene grow. I mean, the East Coast seems to be where a lot of the dirt late model action is happening now. Obviously, we saw the Southern Thunder Series starting up there. Hunt the Front is expanding. We've seen the Southern All-Stars have now been purchased by Ray Cook, and he's going to be meshing that in with the Schaefer Oil Series. So lots of things happening here on the East Coast with the dirt late miles. Definitely looks like there's expansion, and there's clearly some money behind it as well, seeing those points funds and what they have to offer. So I definitely think this is a huge positive for us as fans. Even if you aren't even up there in the Northeast, we can watch on Flow Racing, which is always great. And more dirt late model racing, the better, because as I like to say, it is the best racing out there for sure. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.